Hey everyone. I've been having some fascinating conversations with clients this week about humility and self-acknowledgement. So it's so very common that we really value being humble and avoiding being one of those icky, egotistical people, right? Now, I grew up on a farm here in Colorado across the cornfield from my grandpa Dale. And Grandpa was one of the last of several generations of farmers who had worked the same plot of land in my family. And for those of you who don't know anything about farm life, working farm life, it's a pretty humble existence. I mean, there's nothing like, shoveling cow manure to keep it real. And so Grandpa taught me when I was a kid, you don't want to get too big for your britches, Soccer. Soccer was his nickname for me. And he was trying to teach me to avoid being that kind of boastful person, right? But very often we tend to take that too far. And in our attempt to embody humility, we actually end up avoiding acknowledging ourselves. And acknowledging ourselves is not the same thing as being braggadocious. These are two different things. So I remember one year when I was a young adult and I had so many grown-ups on my back questioning me and coming down on me and really causing me to start to question myself underneath all of that pressure. And Grandpa Dale pulled me aside one day, like out of the blue, when I wasn't expecting it at all. He had caught on to what was going on. And he pulled me aside just to acknowledge me and remind me how awesome he thought I was and how proud he was of me. And he knew that I needed that acknowledgement and that I needed it during that difficult point in my life. And in that moment, I felt so seen. I felt like he was the one adult that saw me for who I actually was when some of the other grown-ups really weren't getting me. And so he also understood the importance of acknowledgement. Now, when we pause to honor and recognize ourselves, it might be for something that we have done, something that we have accomplished, or maybe it's just the way that we're operating in the world, the values that we bring to our communities that we're proud of. That acknowledgement allows us to tap into this pool of contentment, of appreciation, of feeling those little pockets in our lives where we are in integrity with ourselves, where we've actually become the grown-ups that we said we wanted to become. And what self-acknowledgement does is it doesn't feed the ego. It's not about that. It allows us to ease up on ourselves, because even though we might be focused on the things we want to accomplish this year or how we want to be better next year, when we pause to acknowledge ourselves, we just get to be present and enjoy who we already are. I'm Angela Sawsville, the Executive Director over here at Flourish. Thanks for watching, everyone.